They're up. UK Limey right to the front to take the early lead. There goes Nature's Pick, though, up on the outside to challenge. Now Nature's Pick takes the lead as they enter the far turn for the first time. UK Limey back in second. After that, it's Star Beta next in the third spot. Break of 5 lengths back to Nicely, racing along in fourth at this time. To the outside is Mixed Up, racing fifth. After that comes Tabor Boy with no white flags. Then followed by El Guardaespaldas next. On the outside, Paradise's Boss. And the early trailer is Super Fame, under the finish line for the first time. The field of 11 race past the stands, and it is Nature's Pick showing the way. In second position, moving well, Star Beta. Break of 5 lengths, UK Limey, followed by Mixed Up. Saving ground on the inside is Nicely. Then to the outside, another length back is Paradise's Boss. No white flags next. And then Myanmar, El Guardaespaldas, and Super Fame still trails. On to the backstretch they go. Continuing their run up the backstretch. Still have to catch Nature's Pick. And Nature's Pick away to about a 6 or 7 length lead. Star Beta next in second, Mixed Up third. UK Limey is next in fourth. Gaining ground on the outside. No white flags, picking it up a bit as they continue the run into the half-mile pole area. And another lengthen back to El Guardaespaldas on the outside. Myanmar is next, followed by Tabor's Boy. After that comes Nicely, straightening away into the stretch now, and they're all charging hard. Giving way was Nature's Pick, but coming up on the outside, Mixed Up is gaining ground. El Guardaespaldas, and under the whip on the inside is no white flags. No white flags, Mixed Up, and those two battle to the finish line, and under the line, photograph for the win spot between Mixed Up on the outside and no white flags on the inside. And this is the first, the Kershaw train race now official, and the winner, number 2, Mr. William L. Pape's Mixed Up. A bay gelding by moving into line. Flag is up. And they're up. To the first fence they go in the Camden plate. Out for the early lead, Why Not Baby? Far outside, there goes Patacon up to challenge. And between those two is Kiss third. To the first fence. First of 14 up over that one. They've cleared the first successfully. And on the outside, the gray Patacon now moves up and takes the lead and gets over to the fence at this point. Patacon leads the field around the turn. Why Not Baby second. Western Fling third. On the outside, Kiss next and fourth, up over the second fence. Then in the fifth spot is Professor Maxwell. They've all cleared that one. Break of about 3 lengths. Back to Cryptic Code. Then comes Admiral Slew, and the 2 early trailers at this point in the race. As they continue their run up the backstretch. And to the third fence they go. Over that one. They've all completed that successfully. To the fourth, midway down the backstretch. Patacon still leading. About 3 lengths back to Why Not Baby. After that, another 2 lengths back to Kiss. Western Fling. Alongside is Professor Maxwell in fifth. Then a break of 1.5 lengths. Back to Admiral Slew in the 6th position. To the outside, Cryptic Code. Then on the inside comes Stress, followed by He's Believable. Around the turn they go, and coming towards the stretch once more. And approaching the 6th fence that way, Patacon leads the field into the stretch. In second, 5 lengths back, is Why Not Baby. Up over the 6th now. Coming past the stands, Patacon shows the way. Why Not Baby second. Length and a half back is Kiss in third. Then Western Fling to the inside, Professor Maxwell. Then on the outside, Admiral Slew going along well. Towards the inside, Cryptic Code. Then on the outside, He's Believable has made up some ground, and Stress still trails the field in 9th at this point. 7 fences complete and heading into the turn once again. Patacon still leading the way. Behind them in second on the inside is Why Not Baby. Up over the 8th, Kiss is third. Professor Maxwell and Western Fling are together. Cryptic Code on the outside. Now putting in a little more run on the outside. 5 lengths back is Stress, who's gained some ground. Then on the outside, Admiral Slew, and back and last is He's Believable. Up the backstretch for the final time. Coming to the 9th fence that way. Patacon still leads the way. Coming up to that fence and up over that one, clearing it successfully. The field of 9 goes midway down the backstretch for the last time, and they still have not caught Patacon yet. Why Not Baby pressing a little bit harder now. Towards the outside, Cryptic Code putting in a run. Then Kiss is right there. 5 lengths back to Professor Maxwell, Western Fling, Admiral Slew, Stress, and He's Believable. Around the far turn for the final time. Why Not Baby is now taking over the lead from Patacon. But Patacon fights back on the outside. Those two around the turn together. 5 to Cryptic Code, then Kiss. 5 more back to Professor Maxwell and Western Fling, straightening way into the stretch for the final time in the Camden Plate. Here they come to the last fence. Up over that one, Why Not Baby sprints clear from the field now. Patacon is holding second and a fight for third. Down to the finish line and cruising under the line for the win. Why Not Baby by about some 6 lengths. Patacon second and Professor Maxwell third. It's 4 1/5 seconds. Nigel Castlery, to you for the presentation, please.
And I'm delighted to welcome from
Lining up again. Perhaps a break. They're on their way. And they're off. Smiling Baby dwelling at the start, not breaking with the field. So there they go to the first of 14 fences. Cat Nippin out there for the lead. Down on the inside, there's Done With Class. Now Done With Class on the inside takes the lead. Cat Nippin going a bit wide on the turn there as they head to the second fence. Break of 5 lengths. Back now to Orchid Princess next in third. Up over the second jump they go. Then Class Vigor, Orchid Princess. After that, Polly Ever After. And another length and a half back to Groovy's Rose, followed by Safe Passage. 5 more lengths. Back to I'm Babe. And that early Trail La Resistance. Up the backstretch. Over the third fence. Midway up the backstretch to the fourth they go. Done With Class leads them to the fourth. Approaching that one. In second is Cat Nippin. Up over the fourth. Break of 5 lengths. Back now to Class Vigor, who's in the third position. Then Orchid Princess fourth. Polly Ever After fifth. Groovy's Rose is sixth at this point. Then Safe Passage, some 8 lengths. Back to La Resistance, and I'm Babe trails the field. Coming into the stretch, to the 6th fence they go. Straightening away into the stretch and approaching the 6th. Done with Class. Up over that one, leads the way. Catnippin remains second as they pass the finish line for the second time. Then you have a break of 5 lengths back to Class Vigor. Orchid Princess, Polly Ever After, Groovy's Rose, Safe Passage, the 2 early trailers, La Resistance, and I'm Babe. Over the 7th. And Catnippin on the outside, Done with Class. Those 2 together go into the turn. Then 4 more lengths. Back on the inside, we have Polly Ever After with Class Vigor, Orchid Princess, up over the 8th. And as we continue going back into the field, about 5 lengths back now, there's Safe Passage who's gaining some ground. Then Groovy's Rose. The 2 early trailers are still trailing at this point. La Resistance and I'm Babe. Up the backstretch for the final time. To the 9th fence, they're starting to bunch now. And on the inside, there goes Class Vigor. Class Vigor up over that fence takes the lead. Pressing hard on the outside. Orchid Princess, Polly Ever After. Dropping back was Catnippin. Also dropping back, the early trailer Done with Class. Safe Passages gained some ground. 2 fences from home now. Up over that one. It is Class Vigor maintaining the advantage. Orchid Princess right there in good position second. 5 to Polly Ever After. Safe Passage. The others are far back at this point. And around the turn they go for the final time, coming to the last fence. It's Class Vigor with the advantage. Orchid Princess pressing hard to the outside. Safe Passage is gained into 3rd and Polly Ever After 4th. Up over the last fence they come. Class Vigor has that lead, and here's Orchid Princess driving hard on the outside. Orchid Princess, Bernie Dalton now gets to the front. Class Vigor second, and Safe Passage will be 3rd. And 1/5 seconds. Nigel, down to you, please.
And congratulations to Linda Klein, owner and trainer of Orchid Princess, for winning. We're delighted to have the 4 dealers back here again.
Flag is up. Field of 10. They're off. To the outside, there goes Hidden Key out for the early lead. And then the yellow on the inside, and up quickly, there goes 3 Carat to contest for the lead. To the first fence they go. Hidden Key leads the way, 3 Carat to the outside, the yellow next in 3rd. After that, it's Hey, Get Out of My Way with Double Foreigner there. Luminaire Sprout from between horses. Then you have Floor Play, Corporate Express next. And Clash Yankee, as they make their way around the turn over the 2nd fence, there goes 3 Carat. 3 Carat leads the way. Back in 2nd now, in good position is Hidden Key. Then a break of a length and a half. Hey, Get Out of My Way is moved to 3rd. The yellow on the outside next. And then Class Yankee between those 2. Luminaire Sprout. Then comes A length back to Corporate Express. Floor Play is next. Then it's Double Foreigner, and the early trailer is Sir Howard in 10th at this point. 4 fences complete. Up over that one they go. And Hidden Key now regains the lead. 3 Carat is in second. Down on the inside, Niello. Luminaire Sprout running along well in 4th. Length back to Hey, Get Out of My Way. Then Corporate Express, Floor Play from between horses. Moving up is Class Yankee now. Then Double Foreigner, and Sir Howard still trails. Into the stretch they come. Over the 5th. And coming past us once again, they'll run under the finish line for the second time, and under a nice hold is Hidden Key as they approach the 7th. Moving along well, 3 Carat right there in good position, 3rd. Then on the inside, Niello. Between horses, Luminaire Sprout. Hey, Get Out of My Way. Class Yankee. Then comes Corporate Express, followed by Floor Play. Length back to Sir Howard, and Double Foreigners back in the last position. To the 8th fence they race. Around the turn. Hidden Key up over the 8th now. On the out and gaining ground, there's Niello on the inside. 3 Carat next. Luminaire Sprout in good position in 4th, saving ground. Moving up on the outside, Class Yankee has gained some ground now. As they continue their run up the backstretch, and Hey, Get Out of My Way also making a run. To the 9th fence they go. They're starting to bunch on the front end. And 3 Carat. On the inside is Hidden Key, and Hidden Key still there with the advantage. 3 Carat next. Niello coming back again on the inside. Hey, Get Out of My Way. Luminaire Sprout. Class Yankee. Followed by Floor Play. Just a few fences from home now, as they have half a mile to go, and there was a fall at that race, at that fence rather. And they continue around the turn. Continuing around the turn. 3 Carat fell at that fence. 1 fence remaining. Niello takes over the lead. Driving hard. Hey, Get Out of My Way. Class Yankee is next in 3rd. And Luminaire Sprout making a run from the inside. Up and at that fence, Niello falls. And with the lead now, driving hard, there is Class Yankee taking the lead. Hey, Get Out of My Way into 2nd, and Luminaire Sprout 3rd. So under the line, it's Class Yankee the winner.
4 dealers. And again, a very special thank you to the Carolina 4 dealers in their continued sponsorship, both of the Carolina Cup and the... So we're just one race away now from our future. Check.
Flag is up. They're off. Up over the first jump of the timber course, and the field of 4 heads down the backstretch. Miles ahead, and there goes Northern Thinking. Northern Thinking now takes the lead up over the 2nd set of post and rail, and approaching the 3rd fence. The field of 4, Northern Thinking leads the way. Miles ahead is in 2nd. Senor Melkor the Gray 3rd. Nijinsky's Pride 4th. And the quartet now heads across the infield, approaching the 3rd of 18 fences. Northern Thinking maintains the advantage up over that one. They've cleared that fence and now will make the right-hand turn, far side of the infield. Northern Thinking miles ahead, Senor Melkor and Nijinsky's Pride. Only about 5 lengths separating the first to the last horse. Over the 5th, continuing far away in the infield, Northern Thinking leads the way, Tom Foley aboard. In second, miles ahead, Christopher Reed in the saddle. Senor Melkor is next. In third, Robert Massey. And Nijinsky's Pride with Matt McCarran. Up over the 6th. Continuing their run, way out there in the infield and coming to the 7th fence now as they make their way around the turn. And around the beacon, heading to the 7th. Northern Thinking at the 7th fence has the advantage. Miles ahead, Senor Melkor and Nijinsky's Pride. Now they come galloping once again into the stretch for the first time. They've all cleared that fence, and to the 10th they head. At this point, it's still Northern Thinking in control of the race. Miles ahead next, Senor Melkor. Nijinsky's Pride about 6 lengths from the leader. 10 fences complete. Heading past us and heading to the 11th. Northern Thinking at the next set of post and rail, approaching that fence. Up over that one well, and the quartet has completed the 10th and race around the turn. To the backstretch they go. Northern Thinking maintaining the advantage. He's been there since the start. Miles ahead next. Then Senor Melkor and Nijinsky's Pride. Over the 11th, they've done that one well. Midway down the backstretch. Still Northern Thinking there with the lead and galloping along in hand. Miles ahead. Senor Melkor, Nijinsky's Pride. 12 fences complete. Now off to the infield side again. Continuing their run to the far side of the infield. Northern Thinking in front. Next fence coming up, 13 complete. Northern Thinking in front by 5. They make the right-hand turn around that tree in the beacons there. Cutting the corner, sharp turn. Northern Thinking maintaining the advantage. Miles ahead, Senor Melkor and Nijinsky's Pride. Still in 4th, but going along well. Far side of the infield. Tom Foley still there with Northern Thinking. Miles ahead, tracking him with Chris Reed. Then Senor Melkor and Nijinsky's Pride. About 15 fences complete. And going around that turn. And they cut the corner, head to the next fence. Just a few fences from home, up over that one. And it is still Northern Thinking with the lead as they're less than a half mile from home. Miles ahead, in pursuit now. Then Senor Melkor and Nijinsky's Pride straightening away into the stretch now. Up over that fence, Northern Thinking, and miles ahead, driving hard on the outside. Miles ahead, coming on in the final yards. Miles ahead, heads towards the finish line, and is the best of it by about perhaps 3 lengths. Northern Thinking second, Signor Melkor third, Nijinsky's Pride fourth. Or from Joy Valentine, trained by Neil Morris, ridden by Christopher Reed. Number 3, Northern Thinking second. Carolina Cup, and they're off. To the first fence they go, and there goes Preemptive Strike. Out to take the early lead, and they've cleared the first of 15 fences. Preemptive Strike leads the field. 2 lengths, 3 lengths back, maybe 4 now, to Feeling So Pretty. Then Hittaport on the outside with Sur la Tête. 2 fences complete. Now they'll run on the far side of the course, the Colonial Cup course that is, on that far side, and to fence number 3. Preemptive Strike maintains the lead by 5 lengths. Hittaport, last year's Eclipse Award steeplechase champion, is right alongside of Feeling So Pretty. Those 2 race together over the 4th fence, and Sur la Tête is trailing in 5th. 4 complete around the far side of the infield now, and approaching the 5th of 15 fences. Preemptive Strike, who won this race last year, prompts the pace up over that one successfully. Then Feeling So Pretty and Hittaport together. Sur la Tête right behind them in 4th. Coming now into the stretch to the 6th fence that way. Preemptive Strike maintaining the advantage at the 6th into the stretch. Hittaport, Feeling So Pretty, and Sur la Tête. That fence completed. On to the 7th now. And racing past the stands, they'll come up over the 7th. Preemptive Strike, Robert Walsh in the saddle. Hittaport is next with Matt McCarran to the outside. Feeling So Pretty, Michael Trurig, and Christopher Reed is aboard Sur la Tête, who's a close 4th at this point. 7 complete, under the finish line for the first time. Galloping along well, Preemptive Strike. Hittaport in good position and going well in 2nd. And then you have Feeling So Pretty and Sur la Tête on to the 8th, past the stands. Preemptive Strike has been there since the start and still maintains that advantage as they head around the turn in this Carolina Cup. 8 fences complete, and Preemptive Strike maintains that advantage. Hittaport tracking him in 2nd. Then Feeling So Pretty and Sur la Tête. Up over the 9th, heading to the backstretch now for the last time. And Preemptive Strike still there and still with a 3-length advantage. Hittaport in 2nd position, Sur la Tête and Feeling So Pretty. And the quartet races down the backstretch. Only 4 lengths from the first to the last horse, and they are starting to bunch now, and it's still Preemptive Strike, Feeling So Pretty, and Hittaport together. Sur la Tête with a good chance in 4th, up over that fence now, and midway down the backstretch for the last time. Coming now to the 12th, Preemptive Strike, Hittaport towards the inside, Feeling So Pretty. Sur la Tête starts to pick it up a bit, and Sur la Tête moves into contention. And they're just 2 fences from home. And Preemptive Strike, Sur la Tête charging hard on the outside, up over that one. Hittaport on the inside driving hard, and Feeling So Pretty has dropped back out of it. Around the far turn for the final time, less than a half mile to the finish line. Here's Sur la Tête up now to engage the lead Sur La Tête at the 14th. Battling back is Preemptive Strike. Hirapur is in third. Has a lot to do now, but they straighten away into the stretch. Sur La Tête on the outside. Preemptive Strike driving hard. Here's Hirapur putting in his run now, and Hirapur is coming towards them. Sur La Tête last fence. Hirapur driving hard on the outside. Preemptive Strike back in third. 50 yards to the finish line. Sur La Tête, Hirapur coming on. Sur La Tête, Hirapur, and it looked like Sur La Tête held on to win it by about a neck.
And Neil Morris and Chris Reed winning the 73rd running of the Carolina Cup races, and once again under the banner of Carolina First, where they take banking personally.
They're off. Precise Direction out to take the early lead. Following lead is right alongside the challenge now. Following lead to the front. Precise Direction on the inside second. Sharp Face third. Length and a half back to Bold Turn, who's in the fourth spot. Then it's Feisty Vic, followed by J. William. After that, Take Harry and Mutawaj 8th. Around the turn and racing to the backstretch. Precise Direction. And towards the outside, there's Bold Turn. Those two are on even terms. Following lead to their outside third in good position. Now, following lead moves up as Precise Direction is backed off a bit. And also gaining ground, there's Feisty Vic from between horses. Precise Direction is now back in fourth. Then you have Sharp Face fifth. A break of a length and a half, maybe 2 lengths to J. William in the sixth position. The two early trailers, Mutawaj and Take Harry. Into the stretch once again. They will go under the finish line once again. Coming into the stretch, Feisty Vic maintains the advantage a length. Bold Turn second. J. William third. Then on the inside, saving ground is Sharp Face. Following lead next, Precise Direction, racing sixth, Mutawaj seventh, Take Harry 8th. Past the stands and into the turn once more. And around the turn. There's Feisty Vic now, up to take over the lead. Feisty Vic in front, 3 lengths, as they hit the backstretch for the last time. J. Williams second. Bold Turn third. Sharp Face fourth and making a run on the outside. Mutawaj fifth. 5 back to Take Harry sixth. Then Precise Direction, and far back is Following Lead. Half mile to the finish line now. Feisty Vic in front, a length and a half. Sharp Face coming at him. Sharp Face gaining ground. Sharp Face to the outside. Sharp Face to the front. Sharp Face leads them around the turn. Feisty Vic back in second. Then it's Mutawaj third. And Take Harry on the outside fourth. Straightening away into the stretch. Sharp Face all alone on the lead and opening it up here on the field. Take Harry moves into second. And Bull Turn third. And it is Sharp Face going easily in front.